All right, we are now going to jump into the actual secrets. So I'm going to actually tell you the secrets of the vowels. If you want to listen to Katie Gardner do some of her introduction of the secrets, you can go down to this link here. But I am going to tell you the secrets of all the long vowels. Do you think you can handle it? Do you think you can handle the secrets of all the long vowels? Okay, so hopefully you can deal with it. So there are 5 superheroes that live in our classroom. And I'm really actually probably not supposed to tell you about them, but this is just so big that I really feel like I really have to tell you. So I'm going to tell you the secrets. These 5 superheroes, when they are superheroes, they have capes. But when they wear a disguise, when they don't want the other letters to know who they are. But when they are superheroes, they have the power to say their own name. No other letter can say that they can say their own name. And they are the envy of all the other letters. K never gets to say its own name. Because these guys are such a big deal, they also have to have a disguise so that they're not always recognized, and they have a short and lazy disguise. So the short U has a disguise. She likes to pretend that she's actually not really paying attention, and every time she's just kind of waiting in class and the teacher calls on her, she goes, and scratches her head like she doesn't understand, so that no one can suspect that she's actually a superhero who can say her own name of you. But when she's in disguise, she goes, superhero E. She puts on, and for her disguise, she puts on an old lady bun on her head and glasses, and then she puts her hand to her ear like she's deaf, and she says, eh? Eh? That's her short, lazy disguise. Then we have superhero O. And when he's not being a superhero O, he always thinks he's sick. And there's something wrong with his throat. And then he goes to the doctor. So he wears a mask and then gloves, and he won't touch anything when he's in there because he's not really sure. He doesn't want to get sick, and he's not really sure if that doctor actually changes the little stick that she puts in his mouth. He's not really sure. So he's especially worried about that. So when he goes to get the stick down his throat, when he goes to the doctor, he goes ah like that, so that he doesn't get that stick around his lips. Doesn't let him touch it. Superhero I, when he's in disguise, he likes to keep his middle trim, and he likes to do that by doing exercises so he can fit in his superhero suit. So his favorite is to put his fingers on the side of his mouth like this, and then he does exercises like this. Eh, eh, eh. And then he always keeps in shape and keeps in his superhero suit. We have superhero A, but when superhero A is in disguise, his very favorite food is an apple. So you can see him going, ah, 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 all the time when he is in disguise. Okay, so those are the secrets of the long and short vowels. So you can see how there's stories and how the kids can dress up as the different superhero vowels. Of course, superhero vowels are your long vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and they say their names. And then when they're in disguise, they have the short vowels. Okay, let's go on to the secret of Y. Now, Y found out about the superheroes, that they can say their name and they get to have lazy or short disguises. And Y was so mad that he snuck into the closet of E and I and took one of their capes. Took an E cape and an I cape, which is where their superpowers lie. And now whenever Y is at the end of a word and he thinks nobody can see him, he puts on the cape and he gets to be able to say E or I at the end of a word. So I'm going to just come out of this. So things like mommy, daddy, bye, I, July, right? So they're saying, the I is saying different sounds. However, if Y is at the beginning of the word, he's going to do exactly what every good line leader does and say and do exactly what he's supposed to. So Y is supposed to say y, as in yesterday, and when he's at the beginning of the word, he always says what he's supposed to. So again, when you are teaching this, it's just, again, a story for them to go, okay, why is at the end of the word does it say E or I, and why does it say y at the beginning of a sentence? Okay, let's continue because there's so many more secrets. The secret of TH. T and H are actually not really supposed to go anywhere together because they misbehave when they're together. And when they get together, which they're not supposed to, but they always are together, they stick out their tongues and go. And the secrets of AY and EY, if you don't know the fawns from Happy Days, you should Google the fawns from Happy Days. And AE and EY, they're just too cool. They're just like, A. I like that one. Okay, now the secrets of AU and AW. AU and AW are just totally in love. They really like to be with each other, but they have a huge crush on each other. But they're kind of a little bit embarrassed that they have such a crush on each other. So when they're together, they kind of put their head together and they go, "Aww." Okay, so that's the sound for AU, AW. OW and OU is they often really play rough, both of them. OW and OU play rough, and they always end up saying, ow! However, when superhero O flies above, when superhero O flies above, they stop in their tracks and go, oh. And, of course, SH, they are always in the library together, and when it gets too noisy in the library, what do? Shh. Again, stories kids can relate to. They've probably been shushed sometime and know the sh. Every kid seems to know when they get to school the sh sound. Okay. This is, I alluded to this one. ER, IR, and UR are crazy drivers, and they drive super fast around corners, and they go, Look at the words here. Her, were, November, girl, circle, dirt, turn, hurt. Again, kids can just get the sound, and then you always show them, you always connect the letters to the sounds so that they're always getting the sounds and the letters together. Okay, this is a super cool one. I like this one. The secret of Mama E. So, Mama E, when she's at the end of the word, when she's at the end, she says to the vowel before her, you better say your name when I'm around. And she can reach right over one letter and tap that vowel and say, you do what you're supposed to do and you say your name. However, when Mama is too far away, when she's two letters apart, she can't reach. She can't reach that vowel, and then that vowel gets lazy. But when there's only one letter in between, Mama E can definitely make that letter say its name. So again, here we go. Let's have a little bit of a look at this one. So, bit. There's no Mama E there, so it's a short vowel. But here's Mama E. Mama E can reach over, make that vowel say its name. I, bite. Same thing here. Mama E can reach over one letter, Mama biter. Mama E can't reach over 2 letters. Nope, 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 nope. So the I gets to be lazy. Again, kids can relate to mama being like, "Yeah, you better do what you better do what you're supposed to do," and not actually being able to physically reach the kid, and the kid doesn't do what they're supposed to do. Again, stories that kids can relate to. These are not abstract stories. These are stories that kids that probably might have actually done that day, kind of thing. Okay, and we have one last one. This is the babysitter vowel. So sometimes Mama E needs a break, right? Mamas need a break, and she brings in a babysitter, and the babysitter says the same things that Mama E says about you better say your name when I'm close by, and but all vowels can be a babysitter, and all vowels mean it. All vowels mean it. So again, here you go. I don't think there's nothing else that I have to say about the secret. Okay, skip to my pencil. So here we go. So here's the babysitter. King. It's the babysitter vowel can make that one. King. Hero. Hibernate. Right? That one can make here. But if there's too many in the way, the babysitter vowel is just like Mama E and can't actually affect the vowel. Okay. So you might be saying, "Wow, that's just crazy. That's kind of crazy talk." But you can see how it's linked to the cognitive science, it's linked to the neuroscience, that the child's brain, when you say N is for narwhal, and then they, first of all, don't know what a narwhal is. They don't know what the beginning letter of narwhal is, and they've never seen a narwhal. And then or if you say T is for turtle, and then they see the, and T is definitely not saying T, it's hard for those kids to process. Whereas if you give them these skills, they actually have a chance at actually decoding. And her premise is that if you have kids in grade 4 and 5 who are missing, they love these secrets because they are craving to understand how to decode. And so she's used them all the way from pre-K all the way to grade 5. Again, you would not be so super animated and excited when you're teaching grade 5s these secrets. You'd be a little cooler. But again, the concept is there. Okay, so the idea that we need to give kids the tools. This Katie Gardner and this program is all about 2 weeks to 2 months. Get all the sounds, get all of the letters. She says lots of reading programs, and I've seen this in reading programs take like K to grade 2 to teach all of the letters. Well, they've come up against those letters and those sounds in books, in what they see around the classroom, and they might just be confused. So she says, give them all the tools and get going. So the more tools a child brings to the table, the more value he or she takes away. Absolutely. So my vacation. It's okay that her spelling is not there yet, but you can see that she has phonemic awareness. She just needs more book reading and more immersion into the actual language. Okay, so these are just some examples from Katie Gardner's classes. So this is in the kindergarten in the fall. In the fall, I like apples. Not bad for kindergarten, this kindergarten. In the fall, I like to pick pumpkins. That's not bad. And look at, whoops, back you go. In the fall, look at this, look at Madison's. In the fall, I like to make pumpkin pie. This actually is not a bad, because she knows that Y at the end of a word can make the I sound. So it's actually a really, she knows the phonemes. Now she just needs to have more language awareness that we spell pie in this, or the I sound in this case is an IE sound. Okay, so again, looking at this one, in the fall, oh, it's the same. In the fall, I like to make pumpkin pie. This is the 1 month mark, so early fall. This is before Thanksgiving. And I like this one. This is obviously coming up to Halloween. In the fall, I like to go trick or treat, again, knowing that the Y sometimes says E, it's in the wrong spot, but at least has the cognition that it's there. Trick or treating. Okay, so it's amazing what kindergartners can do when they have the whole code, when they have all of the sounds and all of the letters under their belt, and they don't have to kind of pick and choose. Okay, does T make a T sound now, or does it not? You actually are giving them all these tools in here. And again, like I alluded to, she's saying with older students who are struggling with phonemic awareness that you need to plug the biggest holes in the boat. Sometimes you have to plug the whole boat. But this is a grade 4. This is a grade 4 example of some of the now the language that they are having to deal with. And you think about a child who is still trying to figure out phonemes and phonics, they're done. They're done when they come to this kind of level of reading. And so her premise is these kids are hungry for a way to decode. They're hungry for a way to understand because they want to understand, but they just don't have the tools. And so this is this particular the secret stories is a particular way that students can actually get a hold of the code and actually implement the code. Okay, so in our collaborate time, you are going to, I'll post a list of all of the stories that I just said to you. And what I'm going to do is just say, okay, I'm going to put you in partners and you're just going to tell the secret of AU and then the other person will tell the secret of Y. And then I'll switch it up and we're just going to have a go with you actually saying all of the secrets. So have a read through the secrets. Think about how you can tell them in an exciting manner. Remember 371, reading the book out loud. Put your actor hat on and be exciting and tell these secrets, because to give a child the ability to decode and to ultimately read is the ultimate. It is the ultimate, and I'm not being over dramatic, but it will change their life. Awesome. Hope you enjoy this. Look forward to hearing you tell the secrets in Collaborate Time.